Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another Miniverse Make It Mini Animals. This time should be the lovebirds. We have a pencil mark at the top here. And yeah, I think with this one, we're putting together a tree. So that'll be interesting. Let's get the wrapper off. All right, let's see what we got. Checklist. Shut up, he was wrong and I got the axolotl. Jackson's gonna lose it. This is the one he wanted. Hold on.
Flex on him.
I forgot where the code was. I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but I did another video. Some of the pencil marks were off a smidge compared to the ones I was looking at. And so I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure. And so far they've been accurate. But this one must have been close to the axolotl one. Let me go pull up the sheet and see. So yeah, I specifically remember looking at this and I just assumed it was the lovebird. So there's a dot here for the lovebird, but then slightly above it is the axolotl. And I feel like the dot was like not really close to this line, but also like further, I don't know. But yeah, so I could see how that was easily confused. But that doesn't happen often. Normally they're very clear, very spot on, but sometimes you do have to decipher which one is it. But this worked out in our favor because he wanted this one. Okay, so he comes. Oh my gosh, he's so tiny and cute. So he does he have a base? No, he doesn't, duh, because he's gonna be floating in the water. Very light pink color, very tiny, very cute. We love him. We have the rocks for his tank. Ooh, I love this. They're like little puff balls. And they made them different sizes. Love that. Adorable. What else we got? Ooh, his water. I love these. They always give you a ton of clear resin that I always save because it always comes in handy for other projects. And then the tank, which does look a little bit bigger than the round, I think we had a round fish tank before, or turtle or something. But yeah, he'll look great in there. So this changes into this. In case you didn't know, I get a lot of questions about the stands, like what are these little pieces for? It's the feet for that. Let me clean up. We're gonna make this one. My interpretation of these instructions is that we're going to put a little bit of sand and just enough resin to cover the top of that sand. The reason why they tell you to do that and cure it is because when you do aquariums, there's gonna be air bubbles. Even if you're super cautious, sometimes you just can't predict it. So by sealing, for lack of a better word, that sand, that should help reduce air bubbles with the rest of this. So step one, sand, tiny bit of resin, cure. Then I think what they're saying is to add just like a dot of resin, maybe to hold those in place and cure them. Because there's no water up here, it's just showing it on the green puffy balls. Then cure that for 10 to 15 minutes. Then we're gonna add the water the rest of the way and suspend our little friend. Probably put him in between these so it kind of holds him. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see if it works like that. Because sometimes I definitely have interpreted their instructions differently. And sometimes that's for the best, but not always. But here is our pebbles. It's a different shade than I've seen in the past. Looks more white with a little bit of brown. Yeah, that's pretty. You want to smish it down there?
I want to smish it.
You want to smish it? Okay, hold on. Let me put some more in there. I'll let you smish, and then we'll show the people. I love that we're having tons of leftover like gravel and food from the sets, but you don't want to put too much in here. Like, can I put more in? Sure. But I don't want to because I've learned in the past kind of less is better with these tanks because you kind of run out of room. So I have it fairly even. It kind of does go up and down to kind of look more natural.
Fun facts with my mom.
Fun facts with my mom? Oh, I love that. Okay, so let's add.
Mama Mittens or Mom.
This is not Mama Mittens' channel. I do have another channel.
Oh,
Mama Mittens. Yep, Kitchen and Bricks.
Sometimes I get them confused.
That's easy to do. So I just put a little bit in there and I'm just kind of rolling it around. Might let it set so I could already see air bubbles coming up. But you don't want to put too much where like the resin's above here. You want it as flush to the rocks as possible. Because I have before just put a little bit like this, and then there's still areas that aren't sealed, and resin will make its way up, the bubbles at least.
Makes way up.
I know, I like singing words sometimes.
Same.
So I'm gonna make sure that this settles. Probably just gonna leave it on the counter, honestly, for a bit so it could kind of work its way down there. And we'll cure it, and then we'll be back for the next step. We have it cured. I'm a little concerned. I feel like there maybe should have been a little bit more resin in there, that there's still a potential for air bubbles. I'm just gonna place these in here real quick because I kind of want to see what they're gonna look like.
Okay.
Should I put the big one in the middle? They have it like that. Not that you gotta do it how they have it, but I think that'll be cute and kind of have it hovering like that. Or you could put them real close together. It's kind of hard to tell on the picture. I think they left a gap so that you can see
Can I feel
the axolotl. Mm-hmm.
These are soft.
Kinda.
I'm not getting them
They're
back.
little dense, not gonna lie. Okay, so I'm going to put my strategy. It kind of looks like they coated the entire puff ball. Actually, yeah, that looks like what they did. So what I might do, I never use their, I guess I don't need to use their tweezers. Let me see the puff ball real quick.
Oh,
I'm gonna put it in. You named the puff ball, oh my goodness.
Jeremiah.
I'm gonna roll it around in here
He's
so that it's
soft.
coated.
He's so soft. Why?
And then we're gonna place them. So that's gonna be my strategy. And that way, when I'm rolling it around, hopefully I'm,
It looks like a dingleberry.
oh my gosh. You're so
I
silly.
don't know what a dingleberry means. I'm
You
just gonna
don't?
Say it for.
You probably shouldn't say words if you don't know what they mean. That's just a helpful tip, pro tip, if you will.
I'm probably not gonna listen to it like.
Oh, great, great. So yeah, that's definitely what that picture's telling you because it shows the blue. So, and maybe that's because of air bubbles too is why they want you to do that. Not quite sure. Okay, so that's pretty covered. Looks like it at least. And I think I'm gonna put mine about like that so that he can hide in there. Don't you guys think? I think so. Let's cure it.
Yep.
Okay, here's the nerve-wracking part. I think I'm gonna fill this most of the way and then place them in there, and then I'm gonna let this sit
That's probably
for like a long time. And I say that every time and then I get impatient, so we'll see if I actually do that. That will help cut back on some air bubbles. But again, sometimes you just, it surprises you. It just comes out of nowhere, so they're not always preventable. And I think the super tiny ones are fine. They're realistic looking, but
Got a big one. It's not realistic at all. Big zero.
yeah. Sometimes they're like
does it
huge and they
bubble?
go this way. Yeah, it'll pop.
Okay.
Let me see real quick. They filled theirs up. Yeah, pretty much to the top. I'm gonna put in just another drop over there.
Oh, you made a big air bubble.
I
Okay,
know.
get the dye. Can I put the axolotl?
Well, I'm gonna wait a minute. I'm gonna let this set and let these kind of come up. Might even like gently tap a little bit to make sure, because I'm not confident there was like a perfect layer sealing the bottom, and that's when the air bubbles become an issue. So I'm gonna let this sit. Some of these will rise up. There's a massive one right there. You can see it going to the top. So they will come up a lot of the times, but not all of the time. So I'm gonna set like a 10-minute timer maybe, and then we'll come back, put the axolotl in, and then cure it and hope for the best. This sat for 10 minutes. A lot of air bubbles did come up. There are some very, very tiny ones in there that I'm okay having. So now I think I'm going to place the axolotl and then add more resin if I think I need more resin. He's very light, so I'm not sure, like, is he gonna float? We don't know. Okay, sinking a little. Let me get my toothpick. I'm gonna gently push him down a little. Make sure you look eye level, obviously. It's gonna look very different up here. I like that he's not sinking. He does a nice little float for you. Okay, I like how he looks from my angle when I look this way. He is pointed down just slightly, which is how they show it. Again, not that you need to do it how they do it, because you definitely don't. You do whatever you want. But they kind of do just kind of like hover and hang out in real life. So just gonna add a little bit more resin so it's slightly higher. And then we can cure it. I'm using a UV light. I'm probably gonna not put it as close as I normally do because that can also make bubbles show. So I'm gonna hold it back a little bit further and just kind of monitor it and make sure it's fine. And wish me luck. I'll be back to show you an up close view. So I had the light pretty far away from it, and when I tell you these show up instantly, it's like that. Before I could even turn off the light, that's massive. That is a massive bubble. Yeah, but the good news is that's pretty much the only one in there. There is one, like, where is that? Right there that started sneaking up, but it's really not bad. But my other issue with it is that I had the axolotl perfectly positioned and it sank some more. So it's not exactly how I wanted him, but it looks okay. And can you see how it's cloudy looking, but not in some areas. It's very weird to me. But this is just absolutely right at the top. I could poke a hole through it. So I wonder if I should try to like refill it. I don't know if that's still gonna look weird. It's gonna look worse. Well, I mean, at this point, it doesn't look good. So, oh look, yeah, it lifts up. So let's try to lift up the little.
This is not gonna end up good. So
it's not.
Probably not.
Well, what about that? I just put a hole in it. What if I fill it up with resin?
If it doesn't look better, I'll give you $20.
Because I've heard of people opening them and filling them. People have told me to do that in the past. I don't know if you take off the whole thing. Kind of scared to do that, honestly. But
just don't do it if you're scared.
Well, maybe we'll just try this little section.
Face your fear. Mm-hmm.
Face your fear. Let's rip this. Ooh, I just stabbed myself. This is very sharp.
Yeah, I know
okay.
It hurts.
Let's try to just put some in there and see what happens. I mean, at this point...
You don't care.
I mean, it's not that I don't care, but...
You don't care.
Not that I don't care, but I don't care. No.
Don't care.
I mean, it's just... I mean, it's not going to get worse, I don't think. Ooh, look at that. You can nicely rip off... Okay, so if you keep working at it, you can remove that whole little pocket.
Let me a finger pop it.
And then we should be able to put resin just in that big hole. And I don't think it's going to be as noticeable. Famous last words. I don't know how well I should clean this.
Famous last words.
Mm-hmm.
Hallelujah.
I mean, it's pretty... It looks better just like that, but... Okay. Let's see. I'm going to try to just put it in the hole and not have it spill out. But that can be hard to do, especially because these bottles don't have nozzles with them. And sometimes the clear comes out pretty fast. So let's see. Okay, here it comes. Fill that in. I mean, it still looks like a bubble, but somehow I feel like it looks better. It probably doesn't, but...
It looks better.
It looks better? Oh, well, first of all, it's not even filled up yet. Let's fill it up all the way. It's hard to tell. Oh, that's it.
From the top of
a deep cavernous hole. Oh, okay, okay. Look, it disappeared. That's amazing. That worked as good as I could have ever imagined. That you could tell if you hold it at certain angles, you could see like the line, but like the average person I don't think is going to notice that. So that worked. Very cool. Why does it kind of look yellow when I hold it to this side? Not quite sure. But either way, it's cute. Hopefully those tips of waiting and doing it little by little help your air bubble situation. But if you want to see me make more of these mini-verse, the animals, the cafe, the babies, any of those, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. They are coming very soon. Bye, guys.